What's going on, everybody? This is Robbie from Geek Level Asian. Last weekend I went to Comic-Con. I went all 4 days. I didn't score a Saturday ticket until day of, so that was by chance. So thank you for helping me out and getting that Saturday ticket. I took a bunch of pictures and I took a bunch of video, and let's talk about it. Here's 5 things that I liked about Comic-Con 2017. Number 1, the Bandai booth was allowing fans and guests to come up to the booth and turn into a Power Ranger, actually morph, and it was free! Dragon Zord! My entire life I've been waiting to do that. I thought, maybe one day I'll edit it myself, but I didn't really feel like learning how to do all the animation. They actually did it for you on the spot, and they texted it to you right away. And this is directly correlated to my number 2. Number 2. On the other side of the Bandai booth, let me actually backtrack. While I was morphing, while you're on the line morphing, we just heard people screaming at the top of their lungs on the other side of the booth, on the other side where we couldn't see. And on the other side of the booth, they were having fans come up online and turn into a Super Saiyan. So you had all these people online going up one by one, looking into a camera, and just screaming at the top of their lungs. And of course, I had to take part in that. I turned into a Super Saiyan. I actually did it a few times on different days during Comic-Con, so don't judge me. Number 3. For the past few months, I've been playing Power Rangers Legacy Wars on iOS on my phone, and I stay up late in bed at night building up my character, and I never really thought anything of it. And then it just so happened that at Comic-Con, they were having the original cast play people who wanted to play the actors, which is pretty awesome. So I had arrived to the booth a little late. I was actually kind of bummed out. I didn't think I was going to get to play because I was going to be playing Austin St. John. And someone who was working the booth, who was very nice, noticed how eager I was to try to get online and let me online, and I got to play Austin St. John in Power Rangers Legacy Wars, which is pretty awesome.
It is morphin' time. We're about to begin this battle.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get this going.
Sweet.
And
you guys should chant from whichever side you want to win. You guys should chant
no. Oh no.
Nobody's gonna want Rita.
Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win?
Like,
Will Austin St. John take on this Comic-Con event?
I'm gonna take it off. Let's see what happens.
Raise your hand if you think Austin will win.
Alright, I think I got a 50-50 chance then.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Robbie, it's okay.
And raise your hand if you think Robbie will win. Got some love for Robbie.
Number 4. I was aimlessly kind of wandering around, just looking at different booths, seeing all the cool stuff that they always have at Comic-Con, and I saw a line, and I asked, what is this line for? And someone told me, oh, it's for getting an autograph from Austin St. John, the Red Ranger. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I had already met him at a previous con. I met him at Eternal Con on Long Island, and I looked over to the left of him, and I was like, oh wow, that's John DiMaggio. I have to go up to John DiMaggio. I had never met him before. His line was a little shorter, so I was like, great, this works out. So I walked over there. He was, doing the voices. He was taking pictures with people, and I asked for a selfie. He took a selfie with me and then took multiple selfies, kind of aiming more towards him and not me. So basically, towards the end, I got a picture really of just his face. Number 5, I'm just going to leave that as a list of all the creativity that goes into cosplay. I love going to Comic-Con and taking pictures of, all of these creative people, all these really dedicated people making very, very intricate and conceptual designs of their favorite characters. It's really cool to see, and it's really built a culture around Comic-Con itself. If there's anything about Comic-Con that I think might be going in maybe a strange direction is this year, there were a ton of very large vendors. Like, I'm talking big companies coming in and, it's not like they have a small booth. They have gigantic booths that probably take up, like, maybe 5 or 6 regular-sized booths. So when you have, like, a gigantic booth that is sponsored by a big company that isn't really related to comics or geek culture, they're kind of there just to sponsor what they do. I don't know if I really like that, because I feel like that could be 6 really awesome booths that would probably speak to a lot of people. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I feel like every year the booths are getting bigger and bigger by these gigantic companies, and I don't know if that's really what we're looking for or what we're looking to see. But, you know, what do I know? I guess ReedPop would know from all the surveys that they get back, telling them what the guests and what the fans want to see. I always usually say toys. I definitely want to see toys and collectibles. I love the celebrity guests. I obviously want to see comics. I do love anime, and even though anime is a small part of Comic-Con, there's still a lot of anime cosplay, a lot of anime artists. You know, I love that stuff. So that's the stuff I put on the survey. I don't know what everyone else is putting on there. So everybody, I really hope that you enjoyed this short video around my weekend at Comic-Con 2017. I had a lot of fun being there again. I love going and filming, taking photos of the cosplayers, seeing all the really cool stuff that they have. Obviously, I'm a very big Power Rangers fan, so I always find my way over to the Bandai booth, which again was really fun this year. You got to turn into a Power Ranger, or you got to become a Super Saiyan, which was amazing. You just, again, you heard people screaming at the top of their lungs, just one after the other. It was actually really funny. So thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's all at Geek Level Asian, and I will see you there.